Hello and welcome to Hot Lips. Today we're going to be talking about walking in confidence. You know, a lot of times as people we shy away and we let other people words or different things influence how we treat ourselves, how we carry ourselves. So I just need you to stop comparing yourself to other people. Stop paying attention to what other people are doing. You know, surround yourself with positive people. And people say to me, that's so hard to do. No, it's not. And sometime in life, you have to cut people loose. You might not want to, but you have to. Because they will just take your spirit away from you. You know, they will take your confidence away. They can beat you down to the ground. So stop comparing yourself to people. You know, stop surrounding yourself around people that don't have your best interests, you know, that are not positive. And I use an example with my grandkids all the time because, and I'll tell them, I say, well, I give them a name and I say, do you know those people? They say, no, I don't know those people. Well, I had to cut them loose. Not that I really wanted to, but at a distance, you know, I have them at a distance. They're not like right in my immediate life. Not that I don't love them, not that I don't care about them, but at some point, I'm not gonna not pay my bills or run with my girlfriend who didn't pay her rent. We got to figure out where she's gonna live at next week. We're not going through all that. You know, I can only give you so much encouragement. I can only help you to transform your life in so many ways. Some of it have to be you. So you have to walk in your own confidence. You have to know what you can do. You have to take care of yourself. You know, you have to take care of yourself. You have to be kind to yourself. You know, sometimes with me, like when I go to sleep, I'll be talking to myself in my head, and I'll be talking about all the positive things, not only that I want to do for myself, but for the people in the world. So sometimes it's good to talk to yourself, to urge yourself up, to, you know, get yourself going. Say positive things and do positive things for yourself. And don't be afraid. Don't fear that you have confidence. Don't fear that. Because, you know, I've been in a situation where people say, well, you're a little arrogant. Really, I'm not. You know, I would never want to carry myself like that. But I can't help it if I build my confidence up so that when I walk into a room, the whole room just changed. Everything just changed, you know. And people say, well, you're just so good at that. No. Like I said, I talk to myself sometimes. I encourage my own self. I do things that I know that will make me feel better, you know. So I do good things for myself, you know. I don't just wait to wait on people to boost me up. I boost myself up. And then I think realistically. You know, sometimes people say, like my granddaughter told me the other day, I want me a Mercedes-Benz. So I said, now, tell me when you want that. Now, give me some realistically ideas of how you think you're going to get the Mercedes-Benz. So she did. She was very good about it. She said, when I turned 25, she said, I'm 20 now. I have 5 years to complete my degree, and then I have time to get me a good job, and then I will be forcefully, you know, saving my money, okay? And so I'm not gonna ruin her dreams. I'm not gonna knock her confidence down that she can't do that. She said she got 5 years. So I'm gonna help her to fulfill her dream. So then when she's walking or driving her car and she feels good about herself and she's confident and people are saying, well, why you doing all that? Because she's walking in her confidence. She's done the things that she needs to do to get where she needs to be. Then she believes in herself. So when someone comes to you and they believe in yourself, you should be like a spirit to help them, to encourage them to do better, to make sure that they can walk in their confidence. Don't beat people down. Don't let people beat you down. Know that you can do it. Know that you can change your life. Know that you can be confident. You know, and like I said, I just love to give little examples. Because see, when people say to themselves, like I said, okay, by 60, I'm going to be moving to a new house. Well, of course, it took me a little longer than 60 because I'm married to, I have another person to consider. So, but I kept talking to myself. I kept saying, I'm going to be moving to this house. And so sure enough, now at 67, I'm in that house. But I kept talking to myself. I kept walking in my confidence. I knew that I could do that. Even with my husband saying no, I knew that we could do this. I knew that we as a couple could do this and be comfortable and still live a good life. So when people are walking in their confidence, don't let anyone deter you from that. Be the best person that you can be. Take care of yourself. Be kind to yourself. You know, I love to reward myself. Well, once I do something that I feel that I have accomplished and was confident in doing and fulfilling the desires and the dreams that I had, I love rewarding myself. And so people say, well, what do you do? So really the simple reward for me is to go window shopping or to go to the spa. That's just my simple little desires that I have. And so it relaxes me. It helps me to think, what's my next project? What am I going to do next to make sure that I boost my confidence? So, and even as I age, I said to myself, you know what? The best thing that I could have for me is some young friends. Because I've listened to a lot of old people who say, my friends are all dying and I don't have any friends. Well, the young people, they keep me going. They keep me feeling good about myself. And they just always, like I said, you know, boosting me on and helping me. So do not let anyone steer you from walking with confidence. Make sure that you take care of yourself and do the things to encourage yourself. Walk in confidence. Have a great day.